Welcome to a video demo on how to draw gestures and specifically how to do this gesture sketchbook assignment for homework for studio art. So I'm going to read the instructions here. So you're going to find someone to pose for you in at least 3 different positions, or it can be more. I'm going to show you what that could look like. And you're going to keep drawing quick sketches of gestures until you get at least 5 successful drawings in a page that show lots of movement. And you are going to fit multiple of those onto a single page and just submit a picture of your best page of gesture drawings, no matter how many that might take to get to it. You're just going to submit 1 page and make sure that you submit a clear picture of that to Schoology, okay? So here are some examples of what gesture drawings should look like. So these are some examples that we did in class. All right, so we were looking at these ones. Pull out a few more examples here. Here's an example of what this homework could look like when it is completely finished as well. Okay, so we have lots of movement going on. Gestures are about capturing the movement of somebody and not just only any of that detail. Okay, so what you're going to do is have somebody pose for you. So I have a family member or a friend pose for you. I'm just going to use these as examples here so that you can kind of tell, like as if I was looking at this guy posing for me right here. I'm going to show you what it looks like, how to draw some gestures. So I want to make sure that I'm able to fit all of this onto 1 page. You can do it this way, or you could do it this way. Maybe I'll do this one this way. Okay, so I'm going to start with this first pose here. Again, this is going to be an actual person that you are looking at, not printed pictures. I'm just doing this so you can kind of get the idea, okay? Now, when we are drawing gestures, we're going to do them really quickly, okay? So we are just focused on getting the entire body in and getting all of that movement, all right? This guy's pretty still, right? He doesn't have that much movement in his figure, but I am still going to see what I can do to get it really feel like we're seeing him with his chest puffed up and his legs down here to get that movement in it, okay? So kind of like that. So that's one example of a gesture, okay? We're gonna keep going because again, you're gonna fill this entire page up with at least 5 individual drawings, all right? So the next one, I'm gonna go in right here. I'm gonna start with his head and come all the way down. If you wanna include some plumb lines or like lines showing where the center of the body is, or even like some joints in here, you can do that. There's multiple ways that you can draw gestures, but we're just kind of sticking with this quick and fluid movement to show the action that we're seeing there, okay? So there is another one done. Okay, I'm gonna switch to our next one. So again, you'd be asking your person, take a different pose, or keep trying these until they actually start to come out with good proportions. I'm gonna do this guy up here. All right, so again, let's start with the head, come all the way down. Maybe I'm gonna come right into this toe. Look at how fast I am doing these. You ideally don't want to spend more than, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute as you are doing these, because we are just really focusing on those quick movements and see what you can get in there, okay? I like that. All right, so there's another one. Maybe he's missing a little bit of a neck and I wanna move that head up a bit more. But there's one. Okay, so then I'll ask my person pose again, because we're still going until we got 5 good drawings. And going in up here. All right, so this guy here. If you want to have your person or your model sit down for you, I'm okay with that as well. Just make sure that you're getting that full body in, okay? Because we want to see from head to toe the movement that we're getting there. You can have them do some more interesting poses than some of these guys are doing. Just do your best with proportions. You know, it's really tough when you're moving this quickly, but we are just practicing getting the idea of movement into a drawing without focusing too much on detail. All right, so put that in just like that. And there we go. So I would keep doing this over and over until I really do truly get a full page of 5 that show all of this movement. Again, here's another example of what this might look like here. Okay, so, you know, minimum detail, like you can really get a feel for how much movement is going on in this piece. Here's another one here, okay? So this is what gesture drawings should look like, and that is how you do them really, really quickly, okay?